Hey guys, I've been praying for South Africa a lot. My land, my mense. Ek is 'n Afrikaner. I am an Afrikaner, and I immigrated here to America around a year ago. And I made a video recently about what's really happening in South Africa. In case you did not watch that, please go and watch it. But I've been praying because my family is still there and they would love to get out of South Africa. And I've been praying for a refugee program, and it is actually here.
I want to ask you about South African refugees. Dozens of Afrikaners who claim discrimination in their home country are heading to the United States, right, where your administration is going to welcome them as refugees. Now, this comes as you've halted virtually all refugee admissions for people fleeing famine and war from countries like Sudan and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Why are you creating an expedited path into the country for Afrikaners but not others?
Because they're being killed, and we don't want to see people be killed. Now, South Africa leadership is coming to see me, I understand, sometime next week. And, we're supposed to have I guess a G20 meeting there or something, but we're having a G20 meeting. I don't know how we can go unless that situation's taken care of, but it's a genocide that's taking place that you people don't want to write about, but it's a terrible thing that's taking place, and farmers are being killed. They happen to be white, but whether they're white or black makes no difference to me, but white farmers are being brutally killed, and their land is being confiscated in South Africa. And the newspapers and the media, television media, doesn't even talk about it. If it were the other way around, they'd talk about it. That would be the only story they'd talk about. And I don't care who they are. I don't care about their race, their color. I don't care about their height, their weight. I don't care about anything. I just know that what's happening is terrible. I have people that live in South Africa. They say it's a terrible situation taking place. So we've essentially extended citizenship to those people to escape from that violence and come here.
There are, and I'm going to show you, I'm just going to get the video ready here, Afrikaners who already arrived today. And now this refugee program is open to all minority groups in South Africa. So you guys can go and apply. But look at the first group arriving.
Welcome. Welcome to the United States of America. It is such an honor for us to receive you here today. This is the land of the free, and we know that all of you have faced. I'm Chris Landau. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm the Deputy Secretary of State of the United States. This is my friend Troy Edgar.
Yeah, I'm the Deputy Secretary of Homeland Security. And again, welcome. So great to have you guys here.
I know you've gone through a long flight. I cannot believe there are babies and children who are actually so well behaved. This is much better than mine are. So,
all right, let me skip a little bit here.
I know that this is going to be, any adjustment in life, any change takes a while to get used to. But I want you all to know that you are really welcome here, and that we respect what you have had to deal with these last few years. We respect the long tradition of your people and what you have accomplished over the years. And I am sure that you will be successful. It's, as you know, a lot of you, I think, are farmers, right? When you have quality seeds, you can put them in foreign soil and they will blossom, they will bloom.
I just want to quickly say that the large group of the Afrikaners, we are Christian people, right? And man, some of these people, they've endured some terrible things. Some of these the farm attacks, brutal killings. Of course, the crime is against all races in South Africa, but it is only the Afrikaner group that the government is singing about killing the Boer, killing the Afrikaner, people like me. And they don't see a future for their own people within South Africa. I'll share a video at the end of this video so you can watch it, so you understand with facts, all the facts of what is really happening in South Africa, because the media is lying to people. And as a Christian, I cannot stay silent, because God says that we should have no part in the unfruitful works of darkness, but instead expose it. Speak the truth with love.
And we are excited to welcome you here to our country, where we think you will bloom, and we will hopefully allow you to have fulfilling lives for your children, and then we will bloom and we will benefit alongside you. So thank you very much for coming here.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now let me just show you what they told the press.
Good to go?
Thank you very much. And thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out here this afternoon. The Deputy Secretary of Homeland Security and I just met with this first flight of South African refugees to arrive in our country pursuant to the President's executive order about certain egregious actions in South Africa. The President made it clear that Afrikaners in South Africa who were the victims of unjust racial discrimination would be welcome to come to the United States, and he's now delivering on that promise. The Deputy Secretary and I just spoke to some of the folks who arrived on this flight, and they tell quite harrowing stories of the violence that they faced in South Africa that was not redressed.
I'll just pause here very quickly because my brother was also killed in South Africa. Crime is insane in South Africa. And most of these people are farmers. And I think there's a lot of people who judge them unfairly because of the news and the media. There's a big push to be against Afrikaners, but I have no clue what's really going on in South Africa right now. And so before you judge, listen to their own stories. Let's continue.
By the authorities, by the unjust application of the law. The United States, as we were proud to say, stands for equal justice under law, and the fair and impartial application of the law. And again, this is a group that has not experienced that and has, to the contrary, experienced violence and really fear for their lives in South Africa. They were really subject to very serious, egregious, and targeted threats. And we wish them well in their journey of the United States. We underscored for.
All right, he continues like that, but that's true. When I speak to most Afrikaners, they do not feel safe within South Africa, and they do not feel loved by South Africans as well. When you look at the videos talking about these kind of things, you will see that there are other people within South Africa that says, go, yeah, we don't want you here. You're not supposed to be here. Go back to Europe. I just have to say, even though they have all these comments of hate and division, it's not all of South Africa. And all South Africans are struggling against the corrupt criminal government of South Africa. But the Afrikaners, they're the only group where people are singing about killing them. And then with these farm murders, it's a lot less farmers now, only around 30,000, I would say. But a lot of theft, and they're really, really struggling, and the government is not really helping them at all. And when you have these farm attacks, black farmers as well, but mostly white farmers, and then they write on the walls Malema or Viva or kill the boer. They say these things while they kill them, and these are brutal murders, hot irons. They fear for their lives when they live in South Africa. That's how me and my family felt. And right now, as we're speaking, all my family and friends are applying to actually come to America. And I'll make a video about that soon with a lawyer attorney here, and tell you guys what it's actually like and what this whole process will be like, just so you guys know. And then I'll also be speaking to AfriForum very soon as well. But let me know what you think in a comment section down below. For me, myself, and my family, I can just speak from what we feel right now is we're thankful because this is what we have been prayed for. So pray for my family, but also pray for the people who are still in South Africa, because what's happening in South Africa is demonic. Over 27,000 murders, 2 million house break-ins was last year, when South Africa is only a population of around 60 million. It's crazy. The government, they put the focus on apartheid, which was 30 years ago. But why since then did the country not get better? It just got worse for all groups. But still, they're persuading a lot of the people just to think that it is racism, and it's not. And apartheid is not to blame. And now there's these mobs. Actually, let me show you very quickly just a video of all the singing about killing the boer. Watch this.
Simon Konto Alliance. shoot to kill. Hamas, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa, brr, pa, pa. Attention.
It's a lot of people in that stadium being brainwashed, deceived to hate white people. It's a struggle song, but we know that it's not just a song. It is a song for the government to try and stay in power. And so since 1994, which is over 30 years ago, the country went downhill. But still today, they want to focus everybody's attention on racism, which is not true. I'm a reborn Christian, and I know our fight is not against each other, but against the spiritual forces in the heavenly places. This is demonic. This is not bringing the nation together, but actually just making everything worse. So I made a video just a few weeks ago highlighting all the facts of what's really happening in South Africa over this last 30 years. The corruption of the government, the crime. Check this video out here if you want to know. I'll see you there. And before you go, never forget, God loves you and I love you too. Cheers, guys.